Clerk.
Report from the Joint Standing Committee on Treaties.
I call the honourable member for Longman.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On behalf of the Joint Standing Committee on Treaties, I present the committee's report 142, incorporating dissenting reports entitled Treaties tabled on the 13th of May 2014, and I ask leave of the House to make a short statement in connection with the report.
Is leave granted? Leave is granted.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, today I present the Joint Standing Committee on Treaties Report 142, containing the committee's views on the free trade agreement between the Government of Australia and the Government of the Republic of Korea. The Korea-Australia Free Trade Agreement, or KAFTA, was tabled in Parliament on Tuesday, 13th of May 2014. Madam Speaker, free trade agreements are becoming increasingly popular as means of encouraging trade liberalisation, opening up market access and strengthening bilateral relationships. This is the 8th free trade agreement that Australia has signed. Madam Speaker, Korea is one of Australia's most important trading partners, our 3rd largest export market, our 4th largest trading partner and a growing investment partner. Currently, Australia faces various tariff and non-tariff barriers and restrictions in Korea. Korea's average tariff on imports is 16.8%, with an average tariff on agriculture goods of 53.6% and tariff peaks of over 500%. Madam Speaker, KAFTA will eliminate these very high tariffs on a wide range of Australian goods exports, including beef, wheat, sugar, dairy, wine, horticulture and seafood. It will also create new market openings in key areas of commercial interest to Australian service providers, including legal, accounting, financial, education and other professional services. Madam Speaker, KAFTA is expected to be worth $5 billion in additional income to Australia between 2015 and 2030. It is expected to provide an annual boost to the Australian economy of approximately $650 million after 15 years of operation. In its first year of operation, KAFTA is expected to create 1,700 jobs. 84% of Australia's current exports by value will enter Korea duty-free. Agricultural exports are expected to be 73% higher, and manufacturing by 53% by 2030 as a result of this agreement. The committee found, Madam Speaker, that a range of benefits are likely to flow from the implementation of KAFTA for Australian businesses, industry and exporters. Apart from the direct value of tariff reductions, increased competitive advantage and potential future opportunities, they were identified as tangible positive results. Witnesses emphasised the importance of the agreement in protecting our competitive edge in the Korean market, as Korea signs free trade agreements with our major competitors, including the United States, the European Union, Chile and other Asian countries. We identified and examined a number of issues that were causing some concern among the wider community. In particular, the perceived dangers associated with the inclusion of investor-state dispute settlement mechanisms in the agreement and possible changes to intellectual property rights. More generally, some dissatisfaction with the treaty-making process in Australia was drawn to our attention. However, we recognise the constitutional constraints on the process in Australia, and we highlight the improvements that have been made over the last 2 decades. Overall, Madam Speaker, the committee is satisfied that KAFTA will provide substantial economic benefit, not only to Australian businesses and industry, but also to the broader community. Mr Deputy Speaker, if I might make this opportunity to thank the hard work of the negotiating team, predominantly in DFAT, but across the public service. Can I also thank my fellow committee members who undertook a very large body of work in formulating this report on what is a very significant agreement for our country. And can I also thank the committee's secretariat team, some of who are here in the chamber today, who joined us on that journey and put together, again, what is an enormous body of work on a very important agreement. And with that, Mr Deputy Speaker, on behalf of the committee, I commend the report to the House.